The following program is brought to you by T.D.B.Z Productions.
Welcome to Dragon Ball Z Podcast Happy Funtime Hour. And now your host, Jameson.
Hello and welcome to the Dragon Ball Z Podcast Happy Funtime Hour. I am your guest host today, Kevin Porter. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hello. I bet some of you listeners out there are like, where's Jameson? Where is he at? He's actually a little under the weather this week, so hooray, you have me here today. So yeah, guys, what's up? We'll go and keep this very light, the conversation light on this one. For all you listeners out there that are definitely, used to listening to me fly solo on the podcast that no one listens to, definitely know that I have the mouth of a sailor. So hopefully we'll keep it down nice and tight on this one. So what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This has been a fun week, man. We, like I said, Jameson kind of got sick, man, but we went on a trip to the Great Wolf Lodge, and I think by going there, several members of our party have gotten sick since. So I think by going there, I think that's where they contracted whatever sickness they have come down with. Jameson, unfortunately, is kind of like the fever, groggy eyes, burning red eyes, I guess. I don't know. At first we thought it was pink eye, but luckily it's not, so that's good. He's just not feeling too good. Normally he doesn't take naps during the day, but we knew he was truly not feeling good as of yesterday because he slept most of the day. So here's to full recovery for Jameson. Not a lot else really going on, man. What do we normally talk about on this thing? It's mainly Jameson just babbling, because like you normally follow my podcast and it's just me babbling, and this is just him. Been watching a lot of fun movies lately. We saw the Justice League movie. Or we bought that movie, I should say. We saw it in theaters. I don't know why everybody is so down on this movie. I personally enjoyed this movie very much. I thought it was, I don't know. I mean, everybody, I get it. Batman versus Superman. That's what everybody kind of craps on. And, I kind of get it. Because it was just, given with the Marvel films, you had like a good 10-year, framework to get to, where we are now, because they're all like, oh, that was phase 1. Now we're in phase 2. And, so everything was spread out a little bit more. They're able to tell a little bit more of a story. It was in generally, kind of the blueprint of what, any other franchise out there truly can do if given, the time for it and, be able to tell a story. I get, having the criticism of Batman versus Superman with it being, they try to do way too much within that one movie. And I completely agree. And the one part though, I truly did not enjoy, cover your ears, spoiler alerts for a movie that came out like 2 years ago. And, it was the beginning scene where Bruce Wayne, he falls down the well, he breaks his arm, but he gets lifted up by the bats or whatever. Actually, no. Did he break his arm in this one? I don't know. He goes down in the well, he gets lifted up by the bats. What's up, Annie? How are you doing? We got another special guest. We got Annie the dog. What's up, Annie? How are you doing? What are you looking for, girl? What are you looking for? Here, clinking and clanking in the background. That's a microphone, Annie. Get away from the microphone. But the kid gets lifted up by the bats, and then I get it. Screw that. I didn't enjoy that part. But for the most part, though, I did enjoy Wonder Woman's including within the film. The whole mother part about that's what unites Batman and Superman is that their mothers are named Martha. It's like, come on, that's pretty lame. But I mean, the action was fun. I don't think Ben Affleck's the worst freaking Batman, come on, George Clooney, I think people have given him an unfair rap in terms of naming him the worst Batman ever. I think he's pretty fun. He's kind of like an older Batman, and he's out to do his thing, man, and that's cool, dude. I mean, obviously you're never, when your predecessor is Christian Bale and quite possibly the best, trilogy of all time, being the Dark Knight series. There's no way you're gonna live up to that. So, but for what Ben Affleck brings to the table, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna crap all over that. So we go into the Wonder Woman movie this last summer, and it was it was a pretty fun film. It was a nice backstory. I'm glad they were able to tell her story, and now we're here at the Justice League movie. I was never really too fond of the Suicide Squad movie. I mean, I don't know. I just was. I mean, I watched it. I rewatched it, and I like it. I mean, it's not the worst movie, but I'm not a fan of Will Smith. Sorry, guys. So you get to the Justice League movie here, and we're introducing 3 more characters that were introduced in Batman vs Superman, but on all honesty, should have had their own. At least two of the 3 should have at least had their own movies prior to the Justice League film coming out. And dude, don't get asses, Zack Snyder, whomever was the guy that directed these films, and whoever's pushing this down there at Warner Brothers, it's just they pushed it way too fast. Unfortunately, I mean, I'll admit it, but I mean, for what the movies are, though, I enjoy them for the most part, and no exception, the Justice League film. I went and saw it in theaters. I'm trying to justify it, but I see the loopholes. I've heard the arguments of like why people don't like it, and I can see why those arguments can stand. I mean, the whole idea, oh well, we just got to bring Superman back, and then he'll beat the bad guy. He'll go in and beat Steppenwolf or whatever the character's name was. And a lot of people kind of crapped all over that about his selection. Oh, that's the bad guy. I mean, the first Avengers film, we had Loki as the main bad guy. Loki obviously was already established within the Thor films, and it's just like whatever, man. Like you gotta start somewhere. But I mean, I get that. I mean, and essentially then that kind of neglects, nullifies the whole thing with why do you need the Justice League if all you need is Superman? I mean, I get it, but I mean, I don't know. I just enjoy those films. I don't know. There's like, maybe it's just kind of nostalgia. I don't know. It's, I don't know, man, but there's just something about superhero characters that I just, I enjoy watching. I mean, it comes down to it. I watch a lot of horror films and superhero movies and in some gangster films, we got Martin Scorsese films in there as well. I mean, it's kind of what I enjoy for the most part in terms of it. So, yeah, guys, how long do we normally go on these things? Oh man, it feels like these episodes are always shorter. So I'm not going to keep you too long. Yeah, I guess, there's that. I guess I can't, this is supposed to be a family friendly, so I can't really go into the horror films I've been watching, but hey, maybe I'll talk about that on this week's episode of the podcast that no one listens to. You just never know, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to sign off. I am Kevin Porter. This is the Dragon Ball Z podcast. Happy Funtime Hour. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. Peace.
This podcast is brought to you by T.D.B.Z Productions. Copyright 2018. Make sure to check out all new episodes of the podcast that no one listens to every Thursday. That's on iTunes and Podbean.com. Also check out all new episodes of the Dragon Ball Z podcast Happy Funtime Hour every Wednesday. Also on iTunes and Podbean.com. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next time.